Hello everyone. As real estate developers, you always manage risk. And one of the risks which I want to highlight today is the risk of bad quality. These are all real newspaper cuttings of projects where the developers had to face problems after handover to the society. You must have seen some of these. There was actually a demolition order that came out on this one. Here, a very reputed developer had to go back and fix construction errors. Even real estate regulatory authorities are now making quality compliance a part of their, the RERA compliance. Finance and timely possession was already pretty stringent, and now quality is becoming one. So what we see is that if you see it, it's already too late. And that's where we want to come in place and make sure it never happens. Every year you are spending annually, if the entire world's construction is taken place, billions actually go into wastage because of quality problems. We have figured it out, like boiled it down to the root causes, and these are the three major problems: the lack of visibility, the lack of analytics, and lack of timely prevention. These are the three things that we believe, if cured, will eliminate a lot of these risks. So we have built a platform which connects all the ecosystem partners, the stakeholders, so that you get visibility on quality, authentic visibility on quality, so you can do analytics on it, and you can prevent problems before they manifest. The technology solution that we have has three components, all are connected, based on the stakeholder or the use that, or the role you are playing on the project. The mobile app is for the site engineers. They are the ones who are kind of the lowest in the hierarchy of the company, but the quality is actually in their hands because the labor, the material, machinery, everything, they are the ones who are supervising it while it is being built. So they use our mobile app for doing timely inspections. Everyone knows big specifications are made, but they don't get used on the job site. So having this mobile helps them implement the right way. The web app is for the managers and the executives who configure the way the work should happen. So they set the protocols, the checklist and everything. And obviously the data that gets generated in real time is being used to analyze and monitor the things. So things like preventive actions can be done. And then there are certain players who are not day-to-day involved, they are occasionally involved, like consultants or subcontractors, specialist subcontractor. For them, we have a team app which even integrates with WhatsApp, so they don't have to install DigiQC on their phones. So everyone gets connected. So this is a big industry. Globally, the software adoption has already gone up, but now even the quality control aspects are taking off. We do see competition from, from the marketplace, but our specialty is that we are laser focused on quality. That's our forte, and we are going really deep on it, unlike others who might be solving for quality, but on a very shallow level. Some of the companies you might recognize here who are already using us, we are piloting with many more companies going forward. We recently went international with some adoption in Dubai and North African countries. We are primarily real estate developers are using, but the same technology is also being used for any other project like solar power projects, industrial projects and stuff like that. So these are some of our client testimonials. We are loved by our clients. All of these are repeat for more than 2 years now. So they have trusted us and kept on renewing. A lot of our testimonials are actually on the playlist on our YouTube. So you can see construction people are pretty camera shy, but for supporting us, they have given us very nice video testimonials also. We have received recognition from the market. Last year, Google and MITI, which is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, made us part of their AppScale program. We are also heavily into R&D. Top education institutes like NICMAR, which is also the world's largest construction management program. We have a joint R&D MOU. In fact, DigiQC is being taught to their ACM class. This is their Vice Chancellor who wore our ceremonial maroon beret while signing the MOU with us. We are going, the talk of the town is AI, but we are using AI in a little, our AI is also authentic, not only artificial. So we are actually doing some R&Ds on how to catch problems where human judgment is reduced and it is augmented with technology. And we are also going towards the network effect. Means when you get into a project, the ecosystem gets, on your platform, and then you should be able to leverage that on the other projects also. I am Sumant Kachru, the founder and CEO. I started my career right here in Bandra Kurla complex when I was a site engineer in the mid-90s. In fact, the first foundations in this entire area, I was part of casting them. And since then, I have been, I've been in the US, worked for real estate developers, started as a contractor. I had my own project management company, and then I discovered my passion for quality, and then DigiQC was born. And digital is definitely the way of the future, but we have to also understand that digital and physical go hand in hand when construction happens. So while we have built a technology platform, a large part of it also is psychology. Because the site engineer is in the sun, dust, rain, standing all day, and you still have to make them do the work. So we are building a lot of psychological aspects in our product. That's where my career experience and my network helps me think through. I am supported by two co-founders. Nachiket Patel comes from a technology background. He's the CTO. And he's also built large software systems. Most of them were for Silicon Valley. Jigar Hathiwala is the product head. He comes from construction management background, also my alumni, and had been with large contractors and consultants. So our goal with DigiQC is very simple, that when we digitize, we are able to monitor stuff. So you're all from real estate background. Just think in your head, I'm taking the analogy of one of the panelists about when you buy a car, quickly you are able to do things. When a car is being built, thousands of checks are done almost on every part, and even when the assembly happens. Hundreds of checks are done even when it is delivered to you at the showroom. You sign on the thing. But you don't...
Sumant,
Thank you so much, sir. I'm so sorry. We'll take the jury
Sumant,
questions now.
I have a question, how you are different than Quick Specs or Falcon? They do similar things.
Yes, sir, they do, but they do many other things. We focus on quality, and one of the things that we do is...
I think AI everybody is using, so AI can't be a differentiator.
No, sir, and in fact, our AI is not yet launched because our level of accuracy has not crossed 70%. Image analytics is something which is very dicey. We did some tests, and the hidden object problem is something that we have not solved. We are trying to get some help from the autonomous car, people who have solved the problem in that industry to help us. Not cracked yet. Hopefully in some days we will. So differentiator is focus on quality. When you see the dashboards and the analytics that we are able to gather on the ground data, you are able to see repetitive problems.
So you don't track progresses, you just focus on quality.
We are focusing on quality. The data from our can go into, using API can go into the softwares which track quality, because basic data is same. And a lot of companies do
How many people in your organization?
12, sir.
Now, how do you manage the phygital experience? On the ground, operating environment is different and you capture data. So
we are giving the software to the companies. It is their engineers and their supervisors who are installing on the mobile phone and using it. We have our customer success department, because we are all from we understand their use cases, so we guide them online.
Is it scalable enough for post-sale snagging, de-snagging activities?
Already being used for that.
Already being
Yes,
used.
ma'am.
Who is using, if I may ask?
A lot of companies are using, like Raymond Realty here in Thane is using for that purpose. Recently, Pranav Construction also came on board. In Pune, Vascon is using, even contractors like SJ Contracts is using it. Project management companies are also using it.
But your main focus is during the construction quality maintenance, right?
Yes, ma'am, because we don't want the problem to happen that you have to snag it later on.
So
but then you do need that also, because something gets slipped through.
How do you solve for adoption of this kind of tech, especially with construction workers, supervisors, right? So let's say you have given the software to the developer, but the people who are like construction guys, they are not using it, and I'm sure that would be happening many times.
Absolutely, sir. Danda chahiye.
So how do you help the developer to adopt the software?
Sir, we help them connect it, because the KPIs of the people who are doing it, the data gets into their system, so they can monitor whether it's being done. See, ultimately, whatever is being has to be checked. You cannot just do concreting without reinforcement being checked. So when the reinforcement is not checked, if they have not certified it, the work should have never happened. And if that happens, then there will be trigger that will happen. So you connect it with KPI. One thing, internationally we have a different solution, but India, financial incentive connected with their performance, so far we have found only that.
That works with everyone. Nah?
All right, thank you so much.
You are using drone tech for capturing the data.
No sir, mobile tech only. We are very friendly in terms of adoption.
Inspection can be done by a drone also.
The mobile, so the platform is such that drone capture can come in, but drone again is not doing justice. It can cover from outside. Internally we still need the... I understand sir. Our choice is that the smartphone is in everybody's hand. The helmet cam is not in everybody's helmet.
That also has to be procured and given.
Yes sir.
Yes.
Every worker will not have a smart
Exactly. No, smartphone everybody is having sir.
high resolution.
So
We don't need high resolution.
I had only one question on this point that has come up is that in absolute down the line, which is the problem we face many times, those guys don't have that kind of data packages that are needed to upload high resolution images. So how do you deal with that?
So can
we
you please
have-
answer that in 10 seconds, please?
So the same technology that WhatsApp uses in compressing the picture without losing the clarity, the same we are using. So the data we have... I'm sorry sir? No, in our case we don't. We have...
Okay.
It was an analogy. The critical parts we don't lose. And so far nobody has complained that they are not able to see that.